So now we're going to have an example of ineffective powerful questions through a demo.
All right. Hey, Signe.
Hey, Laurie.
So, what's up?
Well, I got to tell you, I'm feeling really overwhelmed. There's a lot of stuff on my plate. I've got all these projects on the go. They're great projects. I love them. But there's so many of them that I'm just kind of in this place of like, one more comes along, I'm just going to break.
Yeah. So shouldn't you try to get rid of some, or?
I've been thinking that same thing. I've been like trying to go, okay.
So which ones would you get rid of?
Well, I've thought about getting rid of the ones that are the least important.
Uh-huh.
Thought about getting rid of the ones that are the least fun for me. I've thought about getting rid of, the ones that are the furthest out.
Yes. So, like, I'm just getting shouldn't you sit down and make a list or something?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Yeah. So, like, you want to do it like right after we talk?
Okay. Yeah, we could. Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit later on today, make a list and figure out.
Yeah. And then when you do the list, what are you going to, like, you got the list, so then what are you going to do with that? Like, you're going to narrow it down, or?
I guess so. I mean, the thing is, that's the logical thing to do, right? That's the logical
So why
thing to
haven't
do.
you done that already?
Well, I've been too busy. I mean, that's what I'm getting at. I'm too busy even to make a list and narrow it down and decide which ones to get off the list, right? So,
like, how about delegating? Like, who could you delegate this to?
You mean making the list?
Or some of the stuff that's on the list. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I could. That's the problem. We're all so busy, right? Like
Well, that's their problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So who's less busy?
Who's less busy?
Yeah.
Okay, and just kind of shuffle it along to them onto their plate.
Yeah.
I mean that makes some sense.
Okay. So do you feel better now?
Well, now I got to figure out who to delegate stuff to. So I've got a different kind of overwhelm.
Okay.
I think we'll end there. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so what? There was a lot there that was, ineffective. I think the things for me, certainly when you asked that, why haven't you done it yet? That was like,
that was a good one, eh?
Yes. It's like, how can you say that to me? And also the one, just have you done this? Have you thought about this?
Like the leading, like really.
Yeah. Why don't you delegate it? Why don't you make the list? Why don't you do this or why don't you do
So
that?
once again, the point, like, it's just interesting how it emerges that became totally not about you, but about solving the problem.
Yes,
and it was focused totally on the problem at hand, which is you being overwhelmed and.
Right. I mean, let's face it. If I'm somebody who is overwhelmed right now, it's probably a habit I have, so it's probably something that I will recreate. If I delegate it to 1,000 people, I'm still going to recreate it again in a couple months. So the value of coaching could be actually digging in and what's the habit that I have that's having me consistently get overwhelmed.
And really start to be appreciating the impact of that on you.
Right, exactly. And to look there, I think that's going to give me more over time rather than just fix this one problem now and call it quits.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. Great.
All right.
Good.